Hi and hello, welcome back. Jana here with a new process video for the VickiBoutin Mixed Media Makers, and today is a junk journal day and I will create 2 more pages for my junk journal. And here I'm just showing you the things I want to use. I have the new watercolor sets on my desk, and please when you use these colors, go ahead and do some color swatching before, because there might be some difference between the color on the little tube and the color inside, so just get sure and make some color swatches. So first, the first page I am creating on the watercolor paper, the refill, and I'm just grabbing 3 colors I really like, and I am mixing, or I'm not mixing them. Yeah, I will mix them on the paper, but here I'm just squeezing out a touch of the color for on a little plastic plate, you know. And now I'm adding water to the paper because I want to I want to really let the color flow. So there's a lot of water on the paper, and I will also add a lot of water to the color. And so I am I'm just playing around, and I want to scrap, or I want to add a picture from me, very exhausted and tired after the first day at the Creative World in Frankfurt, and so I was very tired. And yeah, here I'm just adding some more water, and I will go ahead and heat that page up. So I will dry it with my heat dryer, and here I just rolled over a paper towel, and there's a little pattern on it, and so I needed to get more color on the paper to get rid, or to get that pattern away. And I'm adding a few more layers to that paper, and then I will also bring in some green, and I will use an art crayon for that. And the same way, adding water, scribble it down onto the paper, and I will also add some splatters. And yeah, I really had I just had fun, because you know, I have let you know that I was very sick the last weeks, and so it was very great to just sit down on my desk and add color and just play. And yeah. And here I'm adding some white gesso to that watercolor background, and I'm using a stencil, and here I'm using the stencil as a stamp, so I'm just pressing down that stencil onto the paper, so I will get the pattern, the negative space or the positive, I don't know, so that I will have 2 areas with the gesso. And now I'm bringing in some stars, and these are some leftover stars from one of my projects before with the layered stars. And I thought a star background for a sleeping picture of me is perfect, and so I'm not sleeping onto that picture because it's a selfie, so yeah. But I was in bed, and I was done with the day. And now I'm just playing around and adding the stars, and I will not use the green one because it's I don't have that color on the layout or on the page, and so it's not matching the rest. And I will use a stapler to get everything in place, and the gesso is still wet, and so I'm making a big mess here, but I'm totally fine with that, because a junk journal, or my junk journal, is to try different techniques and just to document some important days or some memories I don't want to forget, or you know, it's just a book for practice and for being messy and smudging around. And so I don't mind to it's like I said before, the gesso is still wet, and then I'm just layering the pieces on top. It's okay. And now my title, good night, and these are the VickiBoutin alpha stickers from the All the Good Things collection, and I will add some stitches to them right here, and I love that. I love how that is looking. And now I will grab a white gel pen. But that one is not working and the other one is empty, so I think I need to get a new one, because I really like the white ones, but not if they are not working. Yeah. And then I will grab a black one, and I think that's one from Edding. Yeah, and I'm just scribbling down some sentence, some words about the day, and it's not important for me that I can reread them, because I know what I have written down, and I don't want anybody else to get or to read that. So it's just my handwriting in a wonky cricket way, and I love how that looks. And I think the next step is cutting off the excess, and then the first page is done. And I really like how that looks, and yeah, it's just a page about me being very tired after an awesome day at the Creative World, you know, the fair. And yeah, I like how that looks, and I love the colors, and I love the scribbles and the writing, and yeah. And here I was saying to myself, now you need to add a second page so that you can cover up the mess on the back and the stitches and the staples. And so I'm creating another page just to back that first page. And that is a paper out of the Junque Journal. And I have just mixed the leftover watercolors, and I just added them to the background. And now that big lettering stencil I found in my stash, and I don't know from what or when, or you know, it's just a very old stencil, and I had it in my stash for quite a while. And I thought it would be great or fun to add some big letters to my backing page, you know, the background page from, you know. And I wanted to add kind of an ombre, you know, the colors from light to dark. And I started with some blue tones, and now I have mixed black and gray with the blue on the plastic. And I really like how that looks. I will bring in another color for the middle letters. And yeah. And I love how that turned out, really. And I was quite happy that I found that stencil in my stash, because I like it a lot. Yeah, here you can see the colors from light to dark. And now I will mix the leftover art crayons with a touch of water, and I will just splatter them onto the page. But I will also add the leftovers for the kissing technique, just to get most of the colors I have still left on the plastic. And I'm just going like that. Yeah. And once that is dry, I'm grabbing the black pencil again, or the pen, and I am going over the letters, just because I wanted to have some messy scribbles onto that page. And I was thinking about journaling, but I will not write anything on that. And here I tried the white gel pen again. And now I wanted to add some more stars, but these are way too colorful, and so I was like, no, come on, let's go ahead and add some steps. And I am still into the circle thing, and so I grabbed the new circle stamp and die set from VickiBoutin, and I'm just adding some black stamps, some different circles, and the one saying hello. And happy day? I think happy day. But I'm not pretty sure. We will see that. And it's a happy day stamp. Now the stamps are on the paper, and now I will add some white splatters, and I just added some gesso to the paper and or to the paper I have to cover up my desk, and water it down so that I can splatter that around. And I love how that turned out. And the last thing I am doing here is gluing down the black star outline to that paper. And now I'm gluing the papers together. And yeah, I had a bit of a trouble with my glue guns today, so one ran out of adhesive and this one is ripping off the paper, but it worked. Yeah, and that's it. Gluing them together, adding them to the junk journal, and I am done and I am happy, and that's it. And thanks so much for watching, and talk to you soon, and bye.